Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co daily FX market review for the trading day ending Tuesday, July 21st. Firstly to the Euro US dollar on the daily chart, and here we see strong buying coming into this market off the very small bodied indecisive candle at the end of that significant downtrend that had been in place for the past week or so. In that downtrend, the market breached down through the 109.02 level in a strong bearish manner, but the small body candle being formed denoted that the downside momentum in net terms of the sellers was certainly not as strong as it had been previously, and set the market up for the change of trend that we'd seen today. In today's candle, we have a very large white body candle, a white body that's multiple times bigger than the last two candles, and almost completely engulfs the last three candles, and suggests that there's been very strong upside momentum from the buyers in this market, a good answer to the strong selling of the last week or so. Today's trading has breached through the 109.02 level, previous support level, and breached through there in a bullish manner, almost trading to the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud, but some selling coming in late in the day and suggesting that the buyers lost some commitment as they traded up around that area. At the moment, we're seeing the market test slightly lower. We're looking to 109.02 to hold as support, as it has done in the recent past, and if that area is breached to the downside, looking to the market to trade down to the previous swing low, 108.08, or even possibly down through there to 107.60. If the trend does continue to the upside, looking to the bottom of the cloud at 109.93, and then at the Tenkan-sen, which is just within the bottom of the cloud, at 110.12 to hold a strong resistance. To the hourly charts with the Euro US dollar, and looking at the session that has completed trading, we saw the market continuing to trade down below the Ichimoku cloud, but then a solid bullish breakout up above the cloud, finding resistance initially at the second pivot point resistance level after finding some resistance at the first midway through the cloud. We then saw a very strong follow through after the breakout to confirm that we had transitioned from a strong bearish bias in the long term time frame to a strong bullish bias. The market then traded up through the third pivot point resistance level to find support around that area at late in the trading day. Very often when we see markets test up through those third pivot point support or resistance levels, it tends to be something of an extreme day, and we don't tend to see very strong follow through the next day. We do see it later, but the next day tends to be a day where the market is a little bit soft and a little bit directionless. At the moment, in this current session, it has begun up above the midpoint level. We saw the market trade down through the Tenkan-sen, and for the last 5 or 6 hours, attempted rallies up through the Tenkan-sen has seen selling coming in, and that's no different with the last couple of hours here, and we are seeing a formation of a small black body candle. If the market does trade to lower levels, looking to the middle pivot point level 109.05 to hold a support, and just below there the Kijun-sen trading at 108.89. Sorry, that should be 108.90. Next to the US dollar, Japanese yen, and for today's trading we saw the market testing up very close to the top of that horizontal zone that we've seen some very strong selling from previously, almost to the 124.70 level, a previous area of strong resistance, and the selling coming to the market with this large black body candle suggests that there's a very good chance of the market continuing to trade lower, and that's exactly what we're seeing in this new session. Strong selling coming in, taking out the low of the candle has finished trading. A possible test down to the bottom of this zone, and possibly down to the top of the Ichimoku cloud, trading at 123.20. The sellers are in control with this candle. An outside day in bar chart terms suggests indecision in the market, but with the sellers taking control and showing strong commitment, there is as I've mentioned, a real possibility of a continuation of the trend to the downside here in that first term time frame. Moving to the hourly chart with the US dollar, Japanese yen, and here for the session has completed trading, we saw the market trading up above each of the Ichimoku indicators, rallying in a rather mild manner, only one moderately large black body candle, and then finding resistance for 4 consecutive candles around the first pivot point resistance level, trading off to find some support very close to the middle pivot point level, and then strong selling coming in, breaking out down below the Ichimoku cloud and each of the Ichimoku indicators to find support for the remainder of the day at the second pivot point support level. For this new session, the markets opened rather weak down below the middle pivot point level, the cloud and the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen. The market found some strong resistance around the Tenkan-sen, then finding support at the first pivot point support level. A meek rally to find resistance once again at the Tenkan-sen, and we are now a real possibility of testing to that first support level again at 123.57. If we see strong selling coming in down through there, a very good likelihood that the US dollar Japanese yen will test down to the second pivot point support level at 123.28. Next to the British pound US dollar, and the second last candle on the chart here is the one we're analysing, and that's seen a continuation of the trend to the downside, but a very small black body candle, almost a doji candle, a candle of indecision, and that followed this larger black body candle where there was strong downside momentum in net terms, shifting into this indecisive candle with very little downside momentum. The buyers and the sellers opening and closing around the midpoint level, with neither side closing with control, so a loss of control. That set the market up for the change of trend that we are seeing happen in this new session that is developing. The buyers have taken control of this market, showing strong commitment, but they are likely to find some strong resistance around the Kijun-sen indicator trading at 156.28. Any breach up through there in a bullish manner could see the market trading higher, looking to some resistance around the swing high here, 156.74, and then above there around these levels here where we saw some strong selling as evidenced by the shadows coming in, roughly up about the 157.90 area. Any selling in this market is likely to find very strong support down around the Tenkan-sen indicator, trading at 155.18, and that coincides with being very close to the top of the Ichimoku cloud, trading at 154.56. Next to the Aussie dollar US dollar, and here we've seen some strong buying come into the market following the test down below the 73.90 level. Indecision had entered the market, the sellers had lost control, the buyers had fairly weak control, but not the sort of candle that you like to see in a downtrend. And then we saw for today's session has finished, the buyers take control, change the trend to the upside with a higher high and higher low, forming a fairly large white body candle with the buyers in control. The market did find some resistance around the Tenkan-sen indicator trading at 74.11, and any consistent bullish trading activity up above that area, and if the market is able to take out the high of this candle has finished trading at 74.49, if we can take that in a bullish manner, we could see the market trading up to about the 75-cent level. Any selling coming in that breaches down through 73.90 in a bearish manner could see the market testing once again down to the swing low around 73.26, and then possibly down to lower levels. But at the moment, the buyers have taken control. Strong support at 73.90, strong resistance at 74.11. They're the areas that we should be monitoring very closely for either strong bearish activity or strong bullish activity. And moving to the hourly charts, and for the session has finished trading, we opened down below the Ichimoku cloud, finding support around the Kijun-sen and the middle pivot point level, then to rally and find resistance at the top of the cloud and breaking out through there to find resistance at the second pivot point resistance level. For the new trading session, we've opened up above each of these indicators, testing down to the Kijun-sen indicator, finding some support initially, then selling off down through there to find support at the Ichimoku cloud, rallying through there in a bullish manner, and now we're just testing around the middle pivot point level again. Any strong bullish activity off this support could see the first pivot point resistance level at 74.65 tested, but a strong breach and close down below the Kijun-sen could see the top of the cloud at 73.63 tested.